In the silence of the night, when the line between dreams and reality blurs, there exists a terrifying phenomenon known as sleep paralysis. Imagine finding yourself awake but unable to move, trapped in your own body, with the horrifying sensation that you're not alone. In this video, we delve into a chilling tale of sleep paralysis horror, exploring the unsettling experience of one individual who encountered something truly terrifying during their nightly slumber. Join us as we unravel this spine-tingling story and shed light on the mysterious nature of sleep paralysis. Let's get started. Number 10. The weight of fear. Sleep paralysis is a well-documented phenomenon that can strike fear into the hearts of those who experience it. It occurs when a person becomes conscious while their brain is still in REM sleep, the stage associated with dreaming. During this state, the muscles of the body become temporarily paralyzed, making movement impossible. As the person awakens but remains paralyzed, they may find themselves unable to scream or call out for help, adding to their terror. The feeling of being trapped and helpless in such a situation can be overwhelming and terrifying. Some individuals have even reported experiencing auditory hallucinations during sleep paralysis, which can intensify the fear and create a sense of impending doom. Number 9. A sudden awakening. The story begins with a young woman named Emma, who had always been a light sleeper. One evening, she retired to bed early, eager to catch up on some rest after a particularly hectic day. As she drifted off to sleep, she found herself enveloped in a peaceful slumber. However, her tranquility was short-lived. In the dead of night, Emma was awoken suddenly and unexpectedly from her sleep. Startled, she lay still in bed, trying to comprehend what had caused her abrupt awakening, but no matter how hard she tried, she couldn't quite figure it out. It was as if she'd been awoken by something or someone, yet she couldn't recall any sound or disturbance that might offer a clue. Confused and slightly alarmed, she lay there for a moment, listening intently for any indication of what had disturbed her. But the house was silent. Had it been a dream, she wondered, shaking her head to clear away the remnants of sleep? No, it must have been real. She could feel the weight of it in her chest, a heavy, oppressive feeling that seemed to be crushing the air from her lungs. And then, as abruptly as it began, the feeling vanished. Emma, still grappling to understand what had transpired, decided to simply drift back to sleep. Perhaps it was nothing more than a momentary lapse, a figment of her imagination brought on by stress and fatigue. Little did she know that what she had just experienced was only the beginning. Number 8. Paralyzed with terror. Upon waking, Emma discovered that she was utterly paralyzed, unable to move or speak. This sudden paralysis sent a wave of panic through her. As she struggled to free herself from this immobilizing sensation, her heart raced, her breathing became shallow, and her mind reeled in disbelief. In the midst of her terror, Emma found herself caught in a horrifying nightmare where she was completely at the mercy of unseen forces beyond her control. Her eyes, wide with fear, darted around the room, desperately searching for a way out, for a hand to reach out and help her break free from this terrifying ordeal. But as the realization dawned on her that she was truly alone, her terror only intensified. Unable to cry out for help or summon any assistance, she was left suspended in a state of utter helplessness. Time seemed to stand still as she remained trapped in this paralyzing grip, unsure of what to do or how to escape the clutches of this sinister force that had immobilized her. Number 7. A shadowy figure. Amidst her struggle to free herself from the paralyzing grip that held her captive, Emma noticed a shadowy figure emerging from the corner of her room. This terrifying apparition seemed to be taking on a form of its own, growing larger and more defined with each passing moment. The figure advanced slowly towards Emma's bed, its presence casting an ominous shadow over her. As it drew closer, details began to emerge, revealing a disturbing sight. The creature's face, contorted in a grotesque manner, seemed to be frozen in a silent scream, its eyes wide and vacant, devoid of any life or warmth. Its limbs were twisted at unnatural angles, contorting its body into a horrifying display of torment and pain. The sight of this creature was enough to send shivers down one's spine, evoking primal fears and sending the mind racing with questions and morbid curiosity. Number 6. The ghastly gesture. With mounting dread, Emma watched as the ghastly figure approached her, its malevolent intent becoming increasingly apparent. Suddenly, the creature extended one of its twisted hands towards her. This gesture was both terrifying and disturbing, as if the creature intended to reach out and claim her in its eternal darkness. Emma recoiled in horror, her heart pounding against her ribs like a frantic bird trapped in a cage. Paralyzed by fear, she found herself unable to break free from the creature's icy grip on her soul. The mere sight of its decaying flesh and sharp, jagged nails scraping against the bed sent fresh waves of terror crashing over her. The creature's touch promised pain, torment, and an unimaginable fate. In that moment, Emma wished for nothing more than to tear her eyes away from the creature's outstretched hand. But she was transfixed, frozen by an unseen force that held her captive. Number 5. Unfathomable transformation. As the creature continued its relentless advance, Emma found herself in a desperate struggle to protect her innocence. With the strength born out of sheer terror, she attempted to shield herself, instinctively guarding her most intimate self from the creature's intrusion. However, her efforts were futile. The creature's touch was relentless, seeping through her defenses and violating her boundaries with ease. With each passing moment, Emma's composure crumbled, replaced by a profound sense of violation and despair. The creature's presence was a violation of her very being, shattering her sense of security and leaving her exposed and vulnerable. Her mind reeled in horror as she realized the extent of her peril. No. 4. The creature's haunting lullaby. The creature, having violated Emma's personal boundaries, leaned closer, its rancid breath washing over her in nauseating waves. At that horrifyingly intimate moment, it began to sing a haunting lullaby, its voice a grating screech that scraped against Emma's eardrums like nails on a chalkboard. The melody was discordant, the lyrics incomprehensible, yet the song carried a sinister undertone that sent shivers down her spine. Each note resonated with a malevolence that seemed to burrow deep within her soul, stirring dormant fears and whispering tales of unimaginable horrors. The creature's lullaby was a sinister serenade designed to lull her into a false sense of security while it closed in on its prey. With every verse, the creature's presence grew more oppressive, suffocating Emma's will to resist and intensifying her paralyzing terror. Number 3. An unyielding grip. Despite the creature's best efforts to subdue her, Emma refused to succumb without a fight. With a surge of adrenaline, she strained against her invisible bonds, determined to break free from the creature's unyielding grip. Her heart pounded against her ribs, her muscles tensed, and she fought with every ounce of strength she possessed. However, no matter how hard she tried, her efforts seemed futile. The creature's grip tightened, its hold becoming more pronounced with each passing moment. Its weight pressed down on her, stealing her breath and leaving her gasping for air. Trapped and suffocating, Emma felt her consciousness slipping away. The creature's grip was relentless, squeezing the life out of her and leaving her on the brink of oblivion. Number 2. The final transformation. As the creature's grip tightened around her, Emma felt her body undergo a horrifying transformation. Her limbs contorted at unnatural angles, her bones cracking and snapping under the strain. Her muscles spasmed and her skin tore, revealing the raw, bloody flesh beneath. The creature's touch was a curse, warping and twisting her form into a grotesque parody of her former self. With each agonizing twist and pull, Emma's humanity slipped further away, replaced by a primal fear that echoed through her shattered consciousness. The creature's intent became horrifyingly clear. It was stripping her away, layer by layer, until nothing remained but a broken, tormented shell. Number 1. A guttural voice. As the transformation reached its peak, the creature leaned in close, its putrid breath hot on Emma's face. In a guttural voice that scraped against her eardrums, it whispered, "You are mine now." Its words dripped with malice, a final declaration of victory before it claimed her entirely. Emma's mind reeled, struggling to comprehend the creature's words as her consciousness faded. The creature's grip tightened one last time, and then everything went black. Had the creature won? Or was this just the beginning of Emma's terrifying ordeal? And there you have it, the horrifying tale of sleep paralysis horror. If you've ever experienced sleep paralysis, we'd love to hear about your encounter in the comments below. Your stories might help others understand the terrifying nature of this phenomenon. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more spine-chilling content. Stay safe and sweet dreams.